Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Hearthstone. I just had a really weird experience. I logged into the game, and the innkeeper said, "Welcome to the inn, friend," but I thought he said, "Welcome to the end, friend?" Like we just joined some cult or something and we're about to drink the poison Kool-Aid, or like we went to the cliff where the god of Zumu has ascended and we're all about to jump off to join him in the waves or whatever. It was really weird, especially at like 8:12 in the morning. But anyway, let's go ahead and play some Hearthstone. So I think that's probably as cool as the Quality Consecration is. I can't really keep that in my opening hand. That seems kind of dumb. Sound the Bells is pretty weak early on. I'm just going to keep Lost in the Jungle and hope that I get those other cards back when I need them. Alright, we're up against a Priest. Man, Priest have been having some difficult times. Yeah, in my last run, 2 of my 3 losses came from Priest. We got this guy, which is nice. Greed with the... No. I mean, you can try to do that, but I think that's a little bit silly. Just to wait on that right after the Juggler. Let's just go for it here. Plus, I might even use Dark Conviction. It's tempting. It is tempting to do a Dark Conviction here. I mean, I could just trade. I could just play Knife Juggler and trade everything off. And then I have a curve, that, and then this. Dark Conviction. I can kill it. Well, I can kill this, and I'm left with a 3-2. You know what, let's go for tempo. That way, he's got to have something here. 3-2 will trade with a decent number of 3-drops. Pretty much any 3-3, obviously, or 3-2. Demolisher. Okay, not exactly what I was hoping for. But, oh my god, how far do you keep this going? So I could sound the bells just to be able to kill this. Or I could just play it 2-5 and whack this thing once. I mean, it might not hit my guy. Alright, we're going to go for full tempo here. The question is, do I do this again? I don't think so. I think the correct thing, if I'm going to spend the coin, is to play a Knife Juggler. Because I don't want to actually make this a 5-4 necessarily. A 4-3 versus a 5-4 is not that different for Priest, except that the Priest can obviously Shadow Word Death the 5-4. So I'm just happy to keep this as a 4-3 and maintain the pressure. See if he's got the goods. Alright, well, we're hoping that the Knife Juggler can hit one of these guys with one of these knives. Do I play the 3-5 or the 3-3? The 3-3 costs more mana, so it's more efficient. This, however, can kill these guys and has more health. Alright, let's go for it. 2/3 chance, Knife Juggler, don't let me down. You let me down, Knife Juggler. Alright, well that sucks. So this guy's going to stick around with 1 health, unfortunately. Or 3 health, although I doubt my opponent would heal him because he'll just die to the 3-3. So turn 5 is kind of annoying. I probably just play a Tar Creeper and Hero Power, and then I got a next good play on turn 6 with the Drake. Ooh, he lucked out big time. Because my Knife Juggler failed to hit one of these guys, he got to use that buff. Maybe not the greatest buff in the world. It's no Velen's Chosen, that's for sure. Alright, so I think here the question is whether I just trade in or whether I play 2 minions, get 2 knife shots, and then throw the Knife Juggler in. Like, how much do I value this Knife Juggler? I guess I value it a fair bit. And we'll go ahead here. I'm going to play the Tar Creeper rather than this thing, because this thing really only hits for 1 more than the Tar Creeper does on my turn. It's actually 1 less than the Tar Creeper on his turn. The taunt is valuable against the Knife Juggler, and I don't have any combos with it, but later on I do have a couple of Fungalmancers in the deck that could go well with this, so I might as well save it. Okay, I'm kind of happy that he's not getting anything super great. I guess Consecration's alright. It'll kill off my 1/1s in the Knife Juggler. I guess this thing could be annoying if he has a buff for it, like that, like another one of those buff cards. This is very tempting to play the Dark Iron Dwarf here. Because if I play the Drake, then this thing's actually, I'm not even, like, getting rid of it. Yeah, let's see if we can ping off the shield. Aha, we did. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll put the buff on this guy, because this guy's going to die anyway if he did get my Consecration. And if the Knife Juggler whiffs the second one, that's fine. We'll just use the Tar Creeper. And the Knife Juggler does die to Consecration, so I could have thrown him in if I wanted to be extra cautious. But he could have just as well gotten this thing or the Bone Drake, so I don't see the need to go super crazy with it here. If he plays Bone Drake, then I will also play Bone Drake and see if the Knife Juggler can hit the Bone Drake, bring it down to 4 health, and then throw the Dark Iron Dwarf at it. Wow, do you have a Circle of Healing? No, you don't. Good, good, good. So he finally kills off the Knife Juggler, but this is good because it actually gives me a chance to just play a big minion. And do I kill? Yeah, I'll kill it. Even though that does mean that the Knife Juggler dies to Consecration. Or sorry, not the Knife Juggler. The Dark Iron Dwarf dies to Consecration. It's the only thing that would die to Consecration, so it'd be kind of stupid for him to play that card here. Well, we have Consecration Equality, which unfortunately is a little bit annoying because I won the board fight. And I don't really want to play Equality. Okay, I'd say the Tar Creeper did good, blocking my more valuable creatures from dying to this. I do have to make a difficult decision here, though. Because if he has Consecration, I'm going to regret bringing this thing down to 1 health. But if he doesn't, I'm going to regret giving up a 4-1. Because a 4-1 could be pretty useful for trading. Okay, what I'm going to do is the greedy thing. If he wants to play Consecration here, he can. I get a random dragon, and I still have a 7-5, which fills up the board with 1-1s. He got a pretty good one, honestly. This is going to be very annoying to deal with because it comes back, and I don't have any silence effects. 4 damage to a minion. Whoa! That's an interesting one. I've not seen that card before. Okay, well, I'm glad I kept the Dark Iron Dwarf. At the end of your turn. Okay, great. This actually really sucks because this thing dies to this thing. Alright, I guess we have to do it. I will play the Consecration. And then we'll just clear the board off and put this Cobalt Scalebane down, a very strong arena card, and a 5/5 for 5, so I'm going to make him have the goods. He's only got 4 cards left, so if he runs out of steam at any point here, he's going to lose. We'll see if he's got like a Mind Control from the draft or something. Obviously, stealing this would be very strong, but I'm not going to play around Mind Control when the alternative is that I like have to clear the board, or that I leave the board uncleared. Interesting choice. So he wants me to trade the Scalebane against this. He does not want me trading away my worm. Okay. Let's see. I could actually Dark Conviction this guy to give it Taunt and Lifesteal. It would only be a 3/3 at that point, unfortunately. I mean, I could just hit him in the face. He's pretty much out of juice. But, I don't know. I might as well take a trade here, right? That seems like a pretty easy choice, just in case he does have any buffs. Alright then, I could Dark Conviction this guy, but it still trades with either of mine. I guess that would stop it from killing these. Let's just throw the stuff all out here and pass, see what he wants to do. Okay, that's not bad. I was hoping it would not go on this worm, because this worm is something he needs to kill anyway. Had a 75% chance of hitting a different target. Oh my god, that's actually so good! Oh, I didn't even realize! Oh, wow, that gives it taunt! Oh my god. Holy water. 4 damage for 5 mana is not the greatest deal of all time. You're not gonna brag to your buddy about the great deal that you got at the pick and save when you're getting a 4 damage for 5 mana thing. Okay, he's fishing for dragons. He really should have done that first, though. What if he got like a really expensive dragon? Makes sense to see what the dragon is before adding the 8 mana card to your hand. God, this thing's kind of nutter butters. I gotta be honest with you. Now that I understand how it works, it's usually gonna have like a lot of health. Way more than a Fen Creeper. Like 4 more health than a Fen Creeper at this late stage. Well, I think this is the time for Dark Conviction. That basically deals 7 damage to this thing. If something already has 3 attack, it's like, this is basically like a 2 mana deal damage equal to the delta between its health and 3. So it's like a Frostbolt that deals 7 damage instead of 3 damage. Yeah, so let's just do that then. I don't want to equality because I don't want these guys to get weakened. What are you? Right, the 3 health to your hero thing. Sure. It's possible, of course, that he has Consecration or whatever. But, obviously, I know he doesn't have Consecration because we saw what he stole from me. It was the guy that gets more stats when it's buffed. But, you know, if he has a Holding Over or something like that. But, I think that with this Cobalt still on the table, it makes sense to keep little guys on the board. Okay, well, that was good. Can't complain about that game. Finally got my vengeance against the priestly cousins who killed me in earlier eras. That was one of those games where he was kind of on the back foot the whole time and didn't quite have good enough cards. Holy Water was his shtick in the hole and just wasn't quite good enough to catch up. Alright, a Hunter. ZK. Woo, that's a big hand. You know, in the alphabet, ZK comes before ZL. I bet he gets that a lot. Alright, let's see what we get. Had to mulligan the whole thing, and, well, can't complain about that. This is great. So we got the Jailer, which will be great if I get my, what's-her-face? Twilight Drake? What the? Oh, that's Adaptation. I thought that was Lost in the Jungle. Damn it. Oh, God. Okay, well, that's not as good. You know, it's weird. I got 2 of those epics, The Secret, that, draws you 2 cards when your opponent plays 3 cards in a turn. I have never drawn either one of them a single time, but I've drawn Dark Conviction like it's going out of style. Well, this is a good start. This is actually really slow for someone with the coin to do nothing on turn 1 or turn 2. This thing is... It's like... It's got 1 more... Yeah, it's got 1 more attack on my turn, 1 less attack on his turn, and I'm not planning to buff it. Maybe later if I do Adaptation with it, it'll be worth it. But I don't even really need that much lifesteal anyways. Okay, so he's got a 4-3 versus my 3... Yeah, this is fine. We'll just play that thing and ignore his dude. There's really no point hitting it. I mean, I could have killed it with like a Dark Conviction, but that seems kind of stupid. You actually have to count this. 8? Oh man, this would only be a 3-4 right now. That's pretty weak. Gosh, I guess I've always seen people play it against me. This is like the first time I drew it in this run. And yeah, I guess this thing is not that hot early in the game, especially if your opponent has the coin and passes turn 1 and turn 2. God, I like this thing a lot. This thing's great for 4 mana. Man, this is what Magma Rager should have been to begin with. Taking a sip of some good luck tea. What are you, healing yourself there, bud? Well, I guess I'm glad I played Tark Reaper. This thing... okay. It's not bad for him. So he spent basically 2 cards in his entire turn to clear the board and my board, and now I have the initiative. This thing would be a 3-6. It would be a Fen Creeper here. The alternative is what? This guy or this guy and a couple of recruits? What would I rather have? A couple of recruits and like a sort of mediocre 3-drop, or a 3-6. Well, this is going to get stronger later. And I am going to go for tempo here. I'm not going to wait for my Twilight Drake. And I think this point in the game, every extra 1-1 on the table counts. Especially because I have Dark Conviction. It is weird, though, how I've not ever drawn either one of those 2 cards in this 30-card deck that are the secrets. Oh, hey, well, that works out pretty well for him. I did get sort of unlucky there as well, because this thing dying wouldn't have been the worst thing. They would have traded. So my 1/1s are gone, and I can't trade with this thing easily. Luckily, Spike Ridge Steed is a stupid-ass card, so there we go. I will kill this. I will forego 5 damage to the face, because he could very well have like a Deadly Shot or something, and I don't want this thing to have left a 2-1 around. Yeah, that really was the worst possible outcome. 1 to the face and 1 to each of my dudes. See, if I had a dude here, it'd be great. I could get past the Sunwalker. Oh, hey, look at that. Well, I think I need to play this turn. That's a fact. The question is, how do I deal with the Sunwalker? If I had a 1/1 to pop the shield, that'd be nice. As it is, the shield's going to get popped against my 5/5. I could adapt my 5/5 to do what exactly? Bring back some spores, but nothing else is all that useful. This thing would be a 3/6, still a Fen Creeper. Okay. We will just leave the Sunwalker where he is and let him decide what he wants to do. It's going into turn 7. He's got 7 cards. He's been playing kind of slowly all game, so we're not necessarily that likely to see this, but having it down is nice because it might Jedi mind game him to some degree. Alright, I will get my 2 cards here. He's coining up. Bah. Nice. Oh, that's so good. The Fungalmancer. Oh, yes. Oh, 2 Fungalmancers. Wowza dowza. Okay, well, let's do it, right? I think we want to do this thing here. Mushroom power indeed. So now that makes sense. And the question is, how do I swing the rest of it? I mean, I could do this, then this thing would have 3 health left. Yeah, it's fine. I don't necessarily mind trading away a bunch of guys because it does make Unleash the Hounds a little bit less effective. And then I suppose we'll just, well, I'll make a recruit. I'm not going to play around Unleash the Hounds to the extent of not even making a recruit. We'll save adaptation. Sound the Bells is about to be really great. On turn 10, you can spend your whole turn giving +5, +10 to 1 minion or spreading it around. I got the pig. That's annoying. So you can kill off my 1/1. Whoa, silly boy. Silly, silly boy. Don't let paladins keep creatures. There's a bunch of different ways I could do this. I could actually sound the bells twice and kill the pig that way. And then that would leave me with 5 mana, and I can actually play a 3/9. It's actually pretty tempting. Alternatively, I can play Fungalmancer with a recruit. Now that seems weak. I should use my more expensive stuff. So yeah, let's just wait a minute. Hold on. Another option is I could adapt this one, and as long as I got +3 attack, +1/+1, or poisonous, I can actually kill this thing. And then I would have 8 mana left, and I could play like a big creature like a Bone Drake. And then save the Sound the Bells for later. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, well, do I want these 1/1s? No, let's stick to the plan. Let's just do this, do that, play Bone Drake, and make a 1/1. That seems solid. So I've got the upper hand here. I'm ahead on cards. Life is about the same. He's not going to burn me out at this point. We've got a Fungalmancer here. We got this guy, which is getting better and better. What is a beast that has died? Crap, I don't remember. I haven't been paying attention. Don't suppose he happened to... Oh yeah, well, he had his Huffer die. That's actually pretty good. Okay, well, this is annoying because when this thing dies, if it brings back the Huffer, then I am gonna regret life a lot. Because he can just like I was thinking of Dark Conviction leaving it there and just putting this down. Then again, this thing is going to have 10 health. Yeah, you can take this thing on a Huffer, sure. So we'll do that. Put down Fen Creeper on steroids. Oh, I have another Dark Conviction? Oh my god, I have so many Dark Convictions. Okay, so I'm not going to throw this in because if it gets back Huffer, I can't kill the Huffer. So we'll just start pounding him in the face a bit. And now we're ready to really burn him with Sound the Bells. This is 5 damage from the hand as long as I've got a minion on the table. Ooh, it's a pretty strong turn. He chose not to sack this, but I think it was a mistake. Okay, so this thing's poisonous. Oh my god, did this just happen? Okay, well, that just happened. So the Divine Shield obviously counters the poisonousness. And I really do need to kill this Cobalt Scalebane, so... Dark Conviction. Well, hold on a second. I don't need to use Dark Conviction on this. I can actually just Fungalmancer it up. Yeah, let's Fungalmancer. Bop. And then, I'm not gonna kill his bowman for him. He demonstrated on the last turn an inability to realize the fact that this thing should suicide itself and try to get back Huffer. So if he's not gonna figure it out for himself, then I'm not gonna help him. Ooh. Okay. Well, I still have another Dark Conviction. The real problem is if he gets untargetable, which he did not. Ah, he figured it out. Oh, but right, he had the flanking wolf. Well, that's great. I got lucky he didn't get back Huffer. Okay. Well, I think we have a simple turn here then, don't we? This is never going to happen, but I'm going to play it just for the mind games. I'm going to play it real fast, make him think it's a good one. So we're going to pop the thing, and then Dark Conviction. Do I trade this away? Sure. And I'll see if I can kill him. We got 6, 11. Oh, yeah, you're dead. 1. Wait, are you dead? Oh, yeah, right. You are dead because of this 2-2. Yes, the Fungal Mancer here was very important for the killing blow. I had a lot of wiggle room in that game, even if I hadn't killed him that time. He did. Yeah, he had a 3-3, a 2-1 versus my giant board and only a single card in hand. Okay, that was pretty good. Glad that happened. Working on this new and improved Only the Mighty quest. What did it used to be? Did it used to be like 20 minions that cost 5 or more for 40 gold? I love these new quests. I mean, call me a Blizzard fanboy, but they found a way to really win me over with that change. Speaking of changes, I'm super excited. This has nothing to do with Hearthstone, but there is this new game coming out called Magic Arena. It's in closed beta now, and I got super lucky, and I got a ticket into the closed beta. It's basically like a free-to-play version of Magic the Gathering, which is something that I've always wanted, because Magic Online is just like grotesquely ugly and horrible to use in every way imaginable, and drafting is super expensive, and it's really difficult to like just enjoy the game because you have to like spend ridiculous amounts of money just to play a single draft. But a free-to-play version of Magic where you have to like start from scratch and you can use free-to-play currency to get all the cards and enjoy drafting is just awesome. They haven't implemented the draft mode yet, they just have constructed, but I'm very excited. And the reason I started thinking about that is because I was just talking about being a fanboy, and I was on the forums for Magic the Gathering or Arena, and everyone was complaining about how horrible the economy is and how it's just terrible, and Wizards is the most evil company. I'm just like, yeah, everyone's always complaining about any company that does free-to-play stuff and how it's all horrible and awful, and sometimes it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, so I chose to play this instead of this because even though this thing hits harder, the extra health on the Tar Creeper might be relevant. And I've got a fairly late game oriented hand. I got like this guy and I got Spike Ridge Steed. So if I can just keep anything on the table. What the hell? What is this? It's a 4 mana 5/5? God damn, that's ridiculous. Well, we got a couple of different options here. I can Dark Conviction to kill this off. Then I have a 3-1 and a 1-1, or I can play Dark Iron Dwarf and pop it that way, then this thing dies, and I just have a 4-4. So what's better, a 4-4 or a 3-1 and a 1-1? I mean, different things are better at different times. What do I play on turn 5? A Dark Iron Dwarf? It's not great mana usage. Whereas if I play the Dark Iron Dwarf, next turn I've got this guy and a hero power. Alright, fine. This could be a mistake, but we'll try it. So turn 5 is my awkward turn because I got a great card on turn 6 if I could have kept the minion around. And then on turn 7 I got this fat cake. So I'm pretty okay with everything. Ooh, okay, if he doesn't have a good 1-drop here, because he used his coin last turn, if he doesn't have a good 1-drop here, I'm very happy with that turn of events. Because now I can just kill that on board and then play 2 minions. Yeah, well, that worked out much better than my alternative option. Because this and a 3-1 and a 1-1, which was my other line of consideration, would have both died to the Stonekeep Defender. Man, this guy is just letting me have it. Yeah, alright. I guess I'll just play Spike Ridge Steed on my little guy. Clear his board and get to work. Okay, he's got 7, 8 cards. He's got a lot of cards. You can definitely catch up here, but this is looking alright. I got a big 7 and I got a big 8. 2 of my few big minions. I didn't see my secret that draws cards, which I really would have liked to. It would have been nice to... He's going to play 3 cards at some point. Okay, this is actually totally fine. I can deal with this in a variety of ways. I can play this Dark Conviction and just kill it with my Taunter. Then I have 5 mana left, and I can play a 3/5. That doesn't seem that great. Otherwise, I could just play my guy. Then I'd have to throw 2 minions at this thing to kill it, unfortunately. Yeah, I wish I had like a little thing, like a 1/1, so I could use the 1/1 on the Dark Iron Dwarf. Oh yeah, like if I'd put the if I'd put the Spikered Steed on this, I would actually be happy now. Other option is I could throw the Dwarf at it and play a Fireplume Phoenix and make a 1/1. I don't know. He doesn't seem to have any way of killing stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and play this. And I'll keep the 3/5 over the 2/4. I could have cashed this in for the 2/6 that comes out of it, but I think it's worth it just to keep the bigger body on the board for now. Oh god, this thing is really good. I cannot believe this is a thing. Alright, so he gets away with it then. But I'm still doing alright. We have a couple different options here. I could just kill this a couple different ways. I guess the way that deals the least damage would be to Fireplume Phoenix and throw the Stegodon at it. If I Fireplume Phoenix this... Basically, my concern is damaging this thing. I don't particularly want to damage it, because if I damage it, then he can execute it. But I'm honestly not killing these guys without damaging it. So what I'm going to do is keep it real simple. We're going to just use my board to kill his board, so I can play my 8-drop. Even if that's not maybe the strongest play now, it spends the most mana from my hand in one chunk, and then it would leave me flexible on future turns. It's always a good rule of thumb in Hearthstone and in Magic. If you're not sure between 2 lines of play which one's better, do the one that uses more of your mana. Okay, he could have an execute now. And I'm guessing he does, because otherwise this doesn't make sense to equip before killing my Violet Worm. You'd want to equip that after killing it, so you could kill the 1/1s. Or, alternatively, he's planning to kill this next turn and then use the second tick of the weapon and then finish off my 1/1s. Okay, this is now a 3/7. I have to be careful about being too greedy with this thing. Okay, so I could consider throwing away the Stegodon, because it's going to die to this weapon anyway, but he has to throw his face at a taunt. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Throw this away so he can't punch it. And then use the Phoenix to finish that thing off. Does mean I'm not Hammer of Wrathing here, but I think that's fine. Should I just throw this guy in? It's a 3/7. I'm just going to do it. There's no point making a recruit this turn, or leaving the board empty for these worms, because he's got the second tick of the Blood Razor. I guess this does give him something to punch that hits less hard than this Etten. That's probably something I should have thought about. Oh, he's killing it. He wouldn't have punched this unless he was planning to do 2 damage to it, or well, I guess 1 damage somehow. Oh my god. He messed up. He should have punched this thing. What's the point of punching this and taking 2 more damage if it's not even going to do anything? Whoops. Alright, well, can I kill him? That's the real question now. So, let's say Equality, and then... Well, I guess it's the same. So, Dark Conviction, Trade... Yeah, he's dead. Gotta say, Dark Conviction when you're ahead is really good. It's when you're behind that it's kind of a problem. It's not easy to use, but I am just thrilled to bits with a 2-mana spell that just did 6 damage in that instance. Oh, did I have a minion in my hand that I could have played to make more progress on the quest? It's fine. I'm probably going to play 2 more minions that cost 5 or more sometime in the next 3 games minimum that I have left to play. Hey, you know what? Hold on. That was 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and pause the video there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Take care.